Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mizuki Arts. Today we're going to be doing another sketchbook tour because I didn't realize how far behind I had fallen with touring my completed sketchbooks. The last one that I had actually toured in regards to the ones that are filled with my paintings and not just like sketches and doodles was a sketchbook from like May of 2023, which is crazy. And this one was started in May of 2023, so it is wild to me how far I've fallen behind with that. Obviously since then I did record another one, but I didn't realize how many sketchbooks I hadn't been through yet. Normally I'm behind by like just a few. But anyways, here's a quick look at the cover. I love decorating my sketchbooks with like printed images of like manga and like different illustrations. I have some Sanrio and Disney stickers on here, some floral stickers, and a couple of my own. Very, very cute, very pretty. If you know my channel and me, you know I couldn't not have glitter on the cover too. So, fun fact, most of the time I rip my paintings out of the sketchbook. It's more like, you know, a watercolor block of paper, and I just take things out and cut things down. But this first page was actually an unfinished painting. It's just a sketch, obviously. It never got to the point where I was inking it or anything. I think what I really wasn't happy with was the face. She just doesn't have much of a jaw going on. And also I didn't really like her hair. I had a lot of trouble deciding between textures and everything. I just wasn't super interested in fixing these problems, so I abandoned it. This was just a redraw of like a really old artwork. I remember being like pretty unhappy with the way that the face looked and how close the ear was to the face. That's a problem I still have sometimes. When I'm like sketching things out and even inking things, I won't notice my mistakes just because like I never think to check certain measurements. Like the face itself is really important to me. I really want the face to look good, but then mistakes like how much space is between the eye and the ear will really like get me pretty often. And the shoulder is like really weird too, but you get the idea. I just wasn't super happy with this. Is my alien fairy painting. Okay, so this painting is actually available as both a print and a sticker, so you know, head over to my shop if you want to go check it out. I love her. She was also my first paint with me video, so she does hold a special place in my heart. I just love like her little freckles. I think they're really cute. I love how her eyeshadow came out. I love all the flowers in her hair. She's wonderful. She's wonderful. I remember not loving this piece so much. There's nothing really wrong with her. She's just not that interesting. And she has like a little bit of a lazy eye, but like, I don't know, who doesn't? But she's just eh. I wish I'd added more or like given her a different hair color. If I remember correctly, I was just kind of like uninspired and painting to paint. I love this mermaid. She's so cute. Look at her. I love her giant lashes. I love the jellyfish. I love her like ombre tail. She's just so cute and pretty, like fabulous. I love her. I never made prints or stickers of her or anything, but she is very, very cute. Love her too, and there's also stickers of her available, so if you want to put her on like your water bottle or your laptop or whatever, then you can. She's super cute. I remember I had a lot of fun painting her, and I love her tail. This girl I do not love as much. There was just a lot that was awkward, like her, oh, my finger's in the way. That was awkward. Her face is just like a little off. The colors are just so muddy. It definitely looks like I was struggling to paint that day. And whenever I'm having like a day where I feel demotivated, I feel like you can see it in my art, and I'm just looking at the colors of like this petal dress. I believe I recorded this mermaid for a paint with me too. Yeah, she's kind of cute. I was really overworking a lot of my paintings then. Like I can see that I painted over the ink and it's like wearing off in certain parts. So that's kind of funny to notice. The colors in this piece were pretty experimental. So for most of the time it felt like I was struggling to make the oranges work with the purples, but I think it looks okay in the end. She looks very tropical. This was another painting that I remember being pretty proud of. If you'll notice, both this one and the alien fairy had like that green hair and the squiggly ears. I just loved that. And I love like this type of wing. I need to paint more wings like this with like fading color and then also like spots and swirls. I mean, you know, normally I include some swirls and like some fading or whatever, like some ombre, but like the colored spots are what's really like drawing me to this particular pair of wings right now. And I do love her dress too. Her dress is really pretty. Yeah. This looks like just vent art. Like I just needed to like paint a very washed out version of myself, and I don't remember what was going on, but it looks like I was having a rough time, and I think I remember having a rough time with this piece and just being like, well, this is going rough too. I wasn't happy with that other self-portrait, so I guess I thought I'd try again. I gave myself like a long neck. This painting always struck me as like being a slightly different style than the other ones in this sketchbook. But I do love it. Like, she's really cute. I love her wings and like the depth in there. I love the way that I painted the little cakes and the teapot. I do like her eyes. Her eyes are very pretty. Yeah. I like her little top too, like her little corset top. Very pretty. I've been trying for a while to figure out what to do for backgrounds in my art, and obviously recently I've discovered I really love collage, but at one point I was experimenting with like doing these big washes of color right at the beginning of a painting and then building on that. It's kind of an interesting concept I'd like to explore again at some point, but it does make the piece in this particular case, not just in general, but in this particular case, it looks pretty washed out. But I do like her dress. I think her face is very pretty. I like her little star earring, and I like looking at all the little things that I painted around her. Like, I don't dislike this painting. I just look at it from like an outside viewer's standpoint, and I'm like, it's pretty empty. I think I liked this one a lot when I first made it. I don't like it so much anymore. The eyes are like a little, I don't know, they're not painted symmetrically, really. But I do like her wings. Her wings are really, really pretty. They remind me of Faybelle Thorne from Ever After High. I don't know who actually remembers that show, but I loved that show so much, and part of me wants them to bring it back. It really had some of like the best character design, best story of like any show that was really out there for girls at the time. And yeah, I think some of that was like in my subconscious with this girl. Cause yeah, look at those wings. That's Faybelle Thorne, undeniably. I remember working on this one in my living room while watching a movie. I was like sitting on the floor, and some of my family was like in there watching the movie with me. I don't remember what movie it was, but it was something about like time manipulation or whatever. I don't know. There's some kind of twist at the end that my family didn't like and I liked, and yeah, I don't know. But anyway, she's cute. I never did anything with this painting because I did make some mistakes. Like, her ring is covering a mistake. Yeah, she's just kind of like generic. She's cute, but she's generic. So I didn't end up making stickers or prints or anything with her like I initially thought I would. I remember being really, really proud of this one, but honestly, I'm looking at it now and I'm going, it's kind of muddy. Like, look at all the inking mistakes here. Like, her dress has zero shape or actual like wrinkles. Like, I've drawn in wrinkles, but there's no like consequence or weight to go with them. Like, there's no actual like shading or bend and shape of like the silhouette of the dress. Like, I don't know, but I do like the little flowers and mushrooms in the background. I should paint more backgrounds like this. Like, that's pretty fun. I hate this painting with every part of my being, every bit of my subconscious and conscious dislikes this painting. There's nothing wrong with like the subject matter, like the concept of the piece is cute. I like the gradation and the color like in the background, but the window is really asymmetrical. The elf girl is like kind of boring and basic, and she has like a really huge forehead and like no jaw. She just looks like a malnourished, sickly Victorian child that just happens to be an elf for some reason. So I don't love this piece. I don't love this piece. And actually she looks like a little bit, like just I'm looking at the size of her eyes and I'm going, she kind of looks like someone I know in real life who was really, really nasty to a family member of mine. So I don't have positive associations with this painting. I think I was painting a lot of blondes in the sketchbook because we've got a blonde mermaid following like 2 or 3 different blonde elves, which is fine. You know, sometimes I get stuck on one hair color and that's just what I'm painting for like ever. So it was the time of the blondes, I guess, and they're, you know, they're fun. I like this painting. I like this. I like the background. I like the dead sea urchin or whatever. I don't know what it is. I think it's a dead sea urchin. My grandmother had one of these. I don't know if it's an anemone of some kind or a dead sea urchin, but I wanted to include it in here, and it had like all these little spots for like spikes, and like it had a hole in the top and everything. And then there's some coral and some kelp and everything. I like her tail a lot. It's really ruffly and pretty. Her face is cute. Her face is cute, and I like the way I painted her hair. I don't love the tangent going on with her little fin ear and like this strand of hair here. But I do like the kelp paint in the background and all that. It's pretty. Next, we just have some guinea pigs. I gave them some butterfly wings. Here's Piggy, my first guinea pig. And then just a whole bunch of other random guinea pigs. We've got, I don't know, some kind of like a two-toned pig, a multicolored pig, albino pig, a brown pig, and then my pig, my piggy, my first guinea pig. I think at this point, I was starting my fall semester last year. So I was painting my guinea pig a lot. Like that was how I coped with the stress of the start of the semester. So here's another piggy painting. I think I wanted her to be sleeping, but because her face got so dark near her eyes, it kind of just looks like her eyes could be open. I wish I'd given her like some little eyelashes, or just decided, oh, she has her eyes open, so I'll draw a little shine or something. But she's cute. She's really cute. She's laying there in some like moss or flowers or whatever. I like this fairy. She's pretty. I like the glitter I used too. It's different than my usual. She's very sparkly. Her eyes are a little off, but she is cute. I like her outfit. It's reminding me of Winx Club for some reason. I didn't watch the entirety of Winx Club, by the way. It was more like my sister's thing. But at some point I probably will watch it. One of my artist friends online was like, you would probably really love Winx Club, and I'm like, I'm getting to it. I keep meaning to watch it. I haven't yet. But yeah, I like the fashion in Winx Club, so I think that was like in my brain when drawing this cute fairy. And I love her hair too. Look at that. A lot of fun. And then at one point someone asked me to draw Rapunzel. So here's like an iteration of Rapunzel. I've since done like a little bit more work on what my own version of Rapunzel would look like. Because I wasn't entirely happy with this, but I wasn't like unhappy with it. I think she's really cute, but she looks a little basic to me. I do love when I get a chance to involve text in my work, though. I think it's really fun. And I like doing this one particular like letter style. I was trying to make this fairy's dress kind of reminiscent of like a lotus flower or like a lily pad, which is funny because then the flower in her hair is not a lotus flower at all. But anyway, she came out really cute. And someone else here on YouTube actually ended up recreating this painting as like watercolor practice, which is cool. I'm always excited to see like fan art and stuff. I don't get a lot of it as a small creator, so I do love to see it. It's really cool, and I definitely appreciate it so much. The last completed painting in this sketchbook is actually the makeup painting I did in a video a while back, where I took a little $3 eyeshadow palette that I bought at like a grocery store or something, I don't remember, and I used it like watercolors. Like I scraped some of the eyeshadow off onto like a palette, and then I like added a little water to it and painted with it. And it was actually like a pretty interesting experiment, but it is funny. It's kind of like shiny, like sparkly eyeshadow, because I did use like a little shimmer one, but it's kind of funny. It's held up really well. Like it hasn't transferred onto anything, obviously, because I added water to it and then I put it on watercolor paper. That often leads to like the paper absorbing the pigment a little bit, so that's cool. That's probably why it's holding up as well as it has. But it was a fun experiment, and she still looks really cute. And then just the last two things in this sketchbook are unfinished paintings. So this is one that I got pretty far in, and then I just didn't like how I'd painted her face. It just really got too dark too fast, and you can even see it's already like kind of overworked in some areas. And I realized her eyes were too far apart, and I didn't like how tiny her chin was and how close her ear was to her eye and how big it was. Oh my god, there are so many problems with this painting, hence why I abandoned it. And then this was just a sketch that I never really got into. Eventually I'm going to do a finishing my art video, like taking old artworks that are unfinished and like finishing them. So hopefully sometime in the future you'll see either this painting or another painting be pulled out of my old sketchbooks to be worked on and completed. There's nothing particularly wrong with this sketch, it's just that I didn't find it interesting enough to move forward with it, and I do see some problems with the face and like the arms that I'd want to fix. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you guys want me to do like more sketchbook tours sooner rather than later. I do have a lot to catch up on, so let me know if that's something you want me to prioritize, and I can work on that. And also let me know what's your favorite thing to paint in your sketchbook. You probably noticed by now, even if you're new to my channel, that I paint a lot of like fairies, elves, and mermaids. That's just kind of the things that I grew up loving, and so as an adult I've kind of returned to my roots and indulged in that. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye! Real quick before I go, I want to give a shout out to my Ko-fi supporters. So thank you so much to Ashley, Savvy, and Tiffany. Your guys' support means the world to me, and it allows me to keep making videos just like this one. If you would like to join my Ko-fi page, there will be a link in the description box below with all these benefits and so much more. Thank you, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!